I got a new name for Mello, okay? Because he was such this little boy y'all were trying to portray. How about watermelon felon? How's that one strike you?
Everything that he said in that video, it equals my frustration with what has gone on in this case, how they have treated his son, and the foolishness that's coming from a lot of people in the black community.
This is why you don't bow to the lynch mob. This is why you don't cave in and start down talking to black people.
Watermelon felon. That's what Jeff Metcalf called Karmelo Anthony. We gotta protect ourselves. There's a difference between going after somebody and protecting yourselves. Don't stay woke, stay strapped.
A lot of people don't like talking about life insurance. As a former police officer, I've seen how fast life can change. One phone call, one accident, one unexpected situation. And now a family is grieving, but they're also trying to figure out bills, expenses, and how to move forward. That's not something that you want to leave to your wife, your husband, or your kids to deal with all by themselves. That's why I want to talk to you guys about Ethos. Ethos makes getting life insurance very simple. It's 100% online, no runarounds, no sitting in some office wasting your time. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and even get same-day coverage. And here's the key. There is no medical exam. You just answer a few health questions online. You can get up to $3 million in coverage, and some policies are even as low as $30 a month. Listen, this isn't about fear. This is about responsibility. If people depend on you, then you need to plan like people depend on you. Take 10 minutes to get covered today with life insurance through Ethos. Get your quote at ethos.com/Tatum. That's ethos.com/Tatum. Application times and rates may vary. Austin Metcalf's dad. Now, we played a video, and I think we did it on a live stream yesterday. We posted a recap video, and obviously it went viral. But this is a part of the video that wasn't in our original video. People are losing their socks and their salvation at the same time over this video. So I want to watch it and give you guys my commentary and my thoughts behind what Austin Metcalf's dad said. This looks like the video is only 11 seconds. I think it was a little more to that, but let me play this video and I'm gonna give my commentary. Roll the clip.
Y'all can let me make something racist up so y'all can go viral. I got a new name for Mello, okay? Because he was such this little boy y'all were trying to portray. How about watermelon felon? How's that one strike you?
I think it's best that we cover a little bit more than that little part, but this is the part that's going viral. I don't know if you guys can put together a little bit of context on both ends, but it looks like he had a rant that he did, obviously sitting in his living room, where he spoke about a lot of different things and his frustration about what's going on. Let me give you the context and my thoughts on that, and then I'm going to talk about the watermelon felon thing. First and foremost, there was nothing that I thought that he said in all of his speech, aside from the watermelon felon thing, that I thought had anything that was wrong in it. Everything that he said in that video, it equals my frustration with what has gone on in this case, how they have treated his son, and the foolishness that's coming from a lot of people in the black community. It is absolutely asinine. And we're going to show you some clips that prove that here in a minute, but I agree with him. I agree with the frustration. And I always perceptualize what I say on both sides. If a young white kid was murdered, a young black kid was murdered by a white kid, and the white community was coming out and saying that's what he get, playing that the black kid is actually the suspect and their kid who did a senseless murder is a victim, them going out and saying, let's stand up for white folks everywhere. Let's go and lie to the jury pool so we can get more white people on the juries so we can defend our white brothers and sisters, running around the streets talking about white power and saying black people are the evil of the world and all these other things, and showing pictures of peeing on the grave of this black kid and sharing them online with no care in the world. If white folks were doing the same thing we see black people doing, and a black dad got on here and went ham, nobody would have a problem with it. It's only because Austin Metcalf's dad is white that people have a problem with the things that he's saying, being critical of the black community. So let's get to the watermelon felon thing. in the video, and I'm gonna say it right off the bat. I don't like that he said it. I don't think he should have said it. I don't think it helps his cause by saying it. But right off the bat in the clip, he said, "I'm gonna say something to get y'all riled up." And the reason why this is not as crazy and offensive as it would be in other circumstances is because the way that people are talking about his dead son is absolutely insanity. They are mocking his son, saying he was a bully and that he deserved to get stabbed in the heart and killed at a track meet. And for him to go out and say, well, I'm gonna make y'all really mad. I'm just gonna say something to make you mad. I see where he's coming from with that. Here's a clip with a little bit of context on it so you can see it, and then I'll get back to finish my commentary on the watermelon felon thing, which I think that he shouldn't have said, but roll the clip.
After it happened, how many lies did you sit and type up on your keyboard, you big keyboard warrior? You a big tough man. You still live in Baton Rouge? Remember you said you'd come to Frisco, buddy? You were supposed to find me. I told you we could sit down and talk. That's all you do. Talk, Mr. Squeaky Clean. You're the only one in your family without a damn record. I guess that's something to brag about in your culture. You people hang your hat on the dumbest shit I've ever seen. Let me make one up. Y'all can let me make something racist up so y'all can go viral. I got a new name for Mello, okay? Because he was such this little boy y'all were trying to portray. How about watermelon felon? How's that one strike you? I hope he enjoyed his first night in that cell last night, because he's going to have many nights to think about what the fuck he did. I forgave him so I don't carry the hate and the anger. So I don't get ate up like cancer and kills you from the inside. It's like me drinking poison and hoping it kills you. It doesn't work that way. You gotta let that stuff go or it will kill you. It will eat you up inside. So when people ask me, how can you forgive him? If I didn't, I would have wound up killing him and going to prison myself. That's how stupid people, when you get irrational, because you can't make a good decision if you're emotional. Emotion and intellect do not mix. If you're emotional, you can't come up with a logical solution.
Which is pretty much what he's doing there is being emotional. But I get where he's coming from. If somebody killed my son, I would be very upset with them. This was senseless. This is a track meet. This violence should not be happening at a track meet. If somebody wants you to get out their tent, bro, you throw the hands or you get out the tent. You know what I'm saying? But to stab somebody and kill them because you too weak to fight, and you look, man, if somebody come over and I'm in the wrong, I got to make a decision. We gonna throw the hands, and whatever happens, I'm okay with, or I'm gonna walk away because I'm not gonna win this fight. Ain't no way in the world I'm gonna be in a reserved parking spot, and three dudes, allegedly, if I feel that this is the case, three dudes come up to me like, "What's up, bro? You need to get up out the spot, or we gonna throw the hands." And I know I can't whoop these dudes. I gotta make a decision. I'm wrong, so I can just move and let it go. Unless I want to fight somebody over me being wrong. But I'm not gonna pull a gun and start shooting people because I think it's self-defense. Now, the rational thing to do is say, look, man, I'm wrong. Process the fact that if I get into a fight, I'm already wrong because it technically is their spot. I shouldn't even be here. But then I hit one of them and they fall and bump their head and be in a coma. I might end up going to jail or something bad happening. So I need to let it go. It's not that serious. I feel a little disrespected. I'll find a way to get back at them without it being violent or get me in trouble. I'll go talk to their coach and tell their coach that they did this and that or whatever. I post on social media. I do stuff of that nature. I'm not going to get into a violent confrontation because look at what happens. Now a lot of your life is gone. So I'll finish it with this. I don't like that dad said it. I don't like that dad is being emotional about it because I think that gives fodder and flame to an already polarizing situation. But I do understand his frustration because his son was wronged. Karmelo Anthony probably should have spent the rest of his life in prison because he took another life from somebody else. But the jury had compassion enough to only reduce it down to 32 years, 35 years. They could have gave him 99. Look at what a lot of black people are sharing online. Imagine if white people shared this about George Floyd or all these other kids or people who have been killed. What if police officers did this on one of these graves, one of these idiots that got killed by the police? And they were wrong. Let me say this real quick in my last 2 minutes. I really want to get to Spencer Pratt. Maybe we'll do a separate video. I got to get a haircut because I'm going to 250 and I can't look crazy. All right. But let me just put this in perspective. Somebody wrote me a message and said, Brandon, man, you like, it's just not fair. He got 35 years and like Amber Geiger only got 10 years and she killed Botham Jean and all these other stuff. Here's the craziest one. What's his name? Kyle Rittenhouse, he killed 3 people and he got... Let's put this in perspective. Amber Geiger, the cop that accidentally, off duty, accidentally went into somebody's house and ended up shooting and killing them. At the trial, the family's impact statement was for forgiveness. The family forgave Amber Geiger. The family showed compassion. The brother went up and hugged Amber Geiger, hugged her, said, I forgive you. And that's why the jurors had more sympathy on the sentencing, because the family came out and forgave her. And then you go to Kyle Rittenhouse. You are a stewhead if you think Kyle Rittenhouse in this situation is consistent. Kyle Rittenhouse was minding his business, standing in front of a gas station to protect the gas station from looters and people who were stupid. And what happened? He got attacked. He's just standing there. Guy runs after him, try to take his gun away. Bow, took a loss. Then he's trying to run away from everybody because they're attacking him. A guy comes and try to hit him with a skateboard. He falls to the ground. The guy tries to hit him in the head. That is a use of a deadly weapon against him. Boom, that dude took a shot to the chest. And then another guy pulled a gun on him. Pulled the gun out. Got his bicep blown off. That is called self-defense. He was running away from people attacking him, and they were trying to kill him. And he defended himself. He should have never even been arrested. And some of y'all idiots think he was killing black people, that he killed black people. He shot nothing but white people out there. Self-defense. When people try to kill you with deadly weapons, you can defend yourself as you're running away from them. Okay. Last super chat, and I got to get up out of here. I got to get my haircut. What's the 2 things that we had left on the docket? Yeah, we could probably try to cut videos for those later. I'll talk about it. Maybe we'll do it post-show clarity or something like that. Maybe, I don't know. So let me get to the super chat real quick. Super chat, Viv. It says zero accountability. Zero accountability looks like anger, entitlement. Truth is, always questioned, and we still don't know Karmelo's motives because he didn't take the stand. Now, I have to say this. I may be running out of time. Karmelo, oh man, it's at 3, right? I got my haircut at 3? All right, I got to get up out of here. I'm 15 minutes past my haircut time. So Karmelo not taking a stand. Listen, Karmelo killed that boy. But Karmelo not taking a stand and explaining why he did what he did and showing any remorse and emotions, that probably led to him getting found guilty of murder and there not be a holdout about manslaughter, which the judge gave jury instructions for them to be able to do manslaughter if they felt it was necessary. But the boy never took the stand. And you know why? I think because he wasn't who you think he was. I don't think Karmelo was a good kid. I don't think Karmelo was doing the right thing. I think Karmelo had every intention to be racist and stab that boy in his chest and kill him because he felt entitled. That's why they wouldn't put him on a stand, because he would get cross-examined and it would get exposed and they would give him more than 30 years if they knew who he really was. Okay. All right. See y'all later, man. I love y'all. Check me out at the UFC 250. We finna have a good time. I'm gonna say what's up to Trump for y'all, and we gonna do it big. And for all you weirdos on The View, real quick before I get my haircut, shut the front door, because UFC on the White House lawn is the most patriotic thing I ever seen in my life. 250, Donald Trump's birthday. This is what America's all about. Y'all got transgenders on putting their boobs out and doing all that gay weird stuff at the White House. It's time for us to do some real stuff at the White House. Real men, America 250. Get out my face with that crap. I'm out of here.